Back now here on GMA Free with Money Monday and the high cost of kids' sports. Between sign-up fees, you got athletic equipment, you got game day uniforms, mounting expenses can really impact the bottom line.
That's right. So here with some tips on how to cut costs and still keep your kid in the game is Money Magazine's education editor, Kaitlin Mulhere. Kaitlin, thanks for being with us today. Nice to see you in person.
Yeah,
I know
likewise.
we've spoken via Zoom, and I think you were taking notes with the last,
I was.
improve your Zoom game here. But let's talk about kids' games and kids' sports. And you say one of the biggest tips is to pick the right sport because not all sports are equal when it comes to how much they cost.
Yes, exactly. So this may not be surprising, but some sports that require a lot of equipment or access to specialized facilities are going to be a lot more expensive. So that's going to be ice hockey, skiing, tennis, gymnastics. Parents with kids in those sports report spending about $1,200 all the way up to $2,500 on average annually. Some spend much more, of course. So if your kid is young or they're just testing out the water, seeing what they like, you might want to look at some more of the affordable options. It's going to be sports like flag football, cross country, basketball, soccer. Those sports tend to cost about $250 to $550 a year on average.
All right. So if your kid wants one of the expensive sports, just say, hey, you're going to try cross country first.
Yes, exactly. I hope you like running.
All right. Yeah, also another thing, skip the brand new equipment.
Yeah, so this is particularly important if your kid is new to a sport or if they're trying out a position for the first time, or frankly, if they're just at that age where they're going to outgrow things really quickly. No sense in spending buying for brand new for them to use it for, a 3-month-long season. So you have a variety of options to get some secondhand equipment. There's Play It Again Sports, might have a location near you. They have brick and mortar stores. There's also, of course, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, eBay. There's also something called Sideline Swap, which is a sports-specific peer-to-peer website, basically, where you can buy secondhand. Users there save about 50% off of retail price. So it's a significant way to save some money.
Yeah, that's a really good advice. Another one you have is that you should use your time rather than your money. Explain what that means.
Yeah, so the most obvious way to do this is to volunteer as a coach in the league that your kid participates in. Almost all leagues will give you a discount, if not a free registration for doing this. Now, some people may not be comfortable coaching or it may not play to their strengths, right? So there are a lot of other ways that you can volunteer. One of those would be to set up a fundraising activity for the team. You could also organize a gear swap, so that's another way you might be able to get some secondhand equipment. And then there's also organizing a carpool rotation. So that is actually going to save you time and money, particularly with high gas prices right now. If you get 4 or 5 kids, the more kids you get in, the more you're going to save.
All right, and stay local. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so if you have seen those kind of eye-popping numbers about how much families are spending on sports, that is almost always coming from club-level travel teams. So families with kids who participate in these teams in a TD Ameritrade poll, they reported spending, a quarter of them reported spending $500 or more a month on these. So $6,000 or more a year if you participate in these. That poll was done before 2022 when we've had airfare, hotel, gas prices all skyrocketing, right? So if you can cut out travel and stay local, that's automatically going to save you money. Most community leagues have registration fees that run between $25 and $100 for the season.
So you can tell your kids to be good, but don't be great. Because
right.
if you play at that extra level,
right.
It's going to cost you.
Right, exactly.
I'm joking.
Could pay off when they go pro, though. Yeah. They'll pay you back.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Well, I think this comes down to if your kid is just looking to have fun, right? They can do that locally. You don't have to do the most elite sport just for your kid to have some fun.
Right.
I so agree with that. Keep it in perspective. Kaitlin Mulhere, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it. And for more great tips, you can check out the latest edition of Money Magazine.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.